Steady as stagnant, Alora.
Yet I remain the poorest Madada. We need something revolutionary, Alora. Something to put Piltover on the map. What of today's trial? A house? Remind me. But Heimerdinger favors him? This one. Good. For your birthday, Counselor. I'm told it was built only for the sharpest of minds. Do you have anything to show for your work besides an explosion? So you're saying your study was meaningless? Revolutionary how? All I see is a boy meddling with things he doesn't understand. Has anyone even tried it before? You said this was a robbery. Did they take anything dangerous? Willing to risk exile for your endeavor. That's quite the conviction. You couldn't do so earlier today. How is tonight any different? You're the professor's assistant. Even if you managed to prove your theory, the council would destroy it. He already does. It scares him. It scares them all. I recognize that any worthwhile venture involves risk. One night, gentlemen. Impress me, or I'd suggest you pack your bags. Another late night. The work just doesn't end. That's for the council to decide. Perhaps it's time for the era of magic. Would she? These people have nothing new to offer me. The only one actually worth my time is him. Well, he's won Piltover's heart. To what do I owe the pleasure? When is it not? It's Progress Day. Representatives from all over the world have come to see what new wonders a City of Progress has to offer. If there's a time to present a new creation, it is now. Heimerdinger is a great scientist, but he's old. He only ever sees the past. Piltover needs a leader who looks forward. Someone like you. Hextech has the potential to change everything. The world is ready. I've already spoken to several potential investors. Of course. Everyone wants Hextech for themselves. It's your speech. Give the people a glimpse of the future. Councillors, it appears we are at an impasse. If we shut down the Hex Gates, the city will suffer. But if we do nothing, we leave ourselves vulnerable to malefactors. More lives may be lost. Perhaps the time has come to explore a more radical solution. Mr. Tallis has demonstrated his commitment to our safety. He's willing to sacrifice his own enterprise. And it seems to me, only Mr. Tallis has the knowledge necessary to secure the Hex Gates. I propose that a new chair be brought forth, and that House Tallis be elevated to this august body. As a councillor, he will have the resources necessary to protect all our investments. Only that of a scientist, like Heimerdinger. Well then, shall we vote? We're not here for the performance. Your house is in trouble. That merchant formerly enjoyed certain leniencies with regard to her trade, in exchange for her generous academy patronage. Amara's harmless. Oh, look at those two stooges. But they share a taste for the fine Enoxian spirits, technically an illegal import. And in so doing, put a target on your back. There are those who covet your power over the wealth the Hex Gates afford, and would take any opportunity to seize it from you. You've just made yourself everyone's common enemy, Jace. No one's asking you to. These are simply favors amongst friends. You're a symbol of the future now, Jace, whether you like it or not. With that comes the potential to shape your own destiny. The Council assumes you'll fail. Time to prove them all wrong. Once again. Welcome, Amara. How's little Rohan? I hope you'll understand. Jace had to make a show of safety, but he's here now to negotiate all his deals personally. Councillor Tallis is willing to reinstate former trade privileges to those who share his vision. Can we count you amongst them? Well, the man's a fool. With him, you'd be investing in the past. With us, you'd be investing in the future. Hextech partners. Your audience awaits, Councillor. Indeed. Better than expected. You did well today. It's only a matter of time before those old fools on the council officially accept your research. The world will never be the same. The Medadas usually only take from the world. We're not often in the position to give anything back. There's quite a lot about me you don't know. Duty calls. I didn't realize you were so close. Why did you come to me with this? I'm in exile from my family. I fell short of Medard's standards. You should be with him, Jace. We can't change what fate has in store for us, but we don't have to face it alone. With my deepest respect and appreciation, Professor. Hammerwork is such a delicate art. You're the de facto head of the council. People notice where you go. This border shutdown has people agitated. Is that what's really bothering you? Everything you said about him was true. My family cast me out, and yet part of me still loves them. Heimerdinger will understand eventually. It's your time now, Jace. No more red tape. You can bring Hextech to the masses, just like you've always dreamed. Where is he? Hey, we'll get through this. I'll store the council, but they'll soon need their leader. In the meantime, try not to lose your nuts. It's too soon. Jace isn't ready. It's been suggested that they may have found a way to utilize the gemstone. If we are to assume the worst, that would mean they've turned it into a weapon. We can't afford to wait to find out. We should prepare our own countermeasures. Heimerdinger's inaction is what brought us here. You said so yourself. The peace is already broken, Jace. I'm only asking you to prepare to defend your people. If we're lucky, we'll never need to use it. The decision is yours. What are you doing here, Mother? You didn't sail halfway across the continent to sample the local cuisine. Since you banished me, you said perhaps your sentimentality will be more at home with those soft-spined idealists overseas. Don't try to ingratiate yourself with me. Or that. What happened? I knew it. Piltover isn't like Noxus. War isn't our first and every recourse. I sponsored Hextech to protect the city, not burn it to the ground. I don't need your guidance. That could trigger war. Jace, you don't know war. I do. It must be our last resort. There may be a diplomatic solution. Leave. Stay away from Jace. Better yet, march back to your ship and get the hell out of my city. Piltover isn't your testing ground. I wanted to protect the city from people like you. I can't believe you'd start a war just to cover your ass. No. I stopped being part of this family the moment you cast me out. Why? Why did you do it? I support Councillor Talus's proposal for peace.